A spiritual attack was detected. Archangel Michael says your defense has been activated, but you must confirm your alignment now. My beloved child, something unseen has already begun to move around you. You may have felt the heaviness lately, a strange pressure in the air, a shadow that lingers behind every decision, or a sudden pull that keeps draining your energy for no reason. It wasn't just your imagination. It was a sign, a signal that a spiritual attack has been detected. There are battles that happen in silence, and the one you're in right now is not of the flesh, but of the spirit. The forces of light and darkness are clashing, and you, my beloved child, are right in the center. Archangel Michael himself has sensed the disturbance. His voice echoes through the divine realm, saying, "The defense has been activated, but alignment must be confirmed." But what does that mean? Why you? And how do you confirm something you can't even see? That's where this story begins, not in fear, but in awakening. You see, every soul carries a signature, a divine frequency that vibrates through the realms. When that frequency weakens, through doubt, guilt, or unhealed wounds, darker energies find a way in. They whisper confusion. They twist your peace. They disguise themselves as your own thoughts. But when your light begins to fade, Michael rises. He does not wait for your permission. He shields. He strikes. He defends. Right now, that's exactly what's happening. Your defense is active. Invisible shields are forming, creating a barrier between your energy and the attack that tried to breach it. But the Archangel cannot sustain this protection forever unless you align yourself. Alignment means claiming your place in the light, consciously, boldly, fearlessly. Michael's message is urgent. Confirm your alignment now. It's not about religion. It's about resonance. Are you standing with your higher self, or are you feeding the fear that tries to consume it? Close your eyes for a second. Take a deep breath. Feel that warmth spreading from your chest. That's not just calmness. It's recognition. It's your soul remembering who it truly is. The darkness loses its power the moment you remember your divine identity. But this is only the beginning. The moment you confirm your alignment, something extraordinary begins, a ripple that travels through the heavens, alerting all celestial beings that your soul stands guarded and awakened. You become a beacon, a light in the storm. Yet beware, not every whisper that reaches you now is friendly. As soon as your light strengthens, the forces that tried to break you before will come back stronger, not through fear, but through distraction. They'll try to make you doubt again. Archangel Michael has given a warning. They will come cloaked as comfort, disguised as logic, hidden in routine. But the aligned soul knows how to see beyond the illusion. You are about to learn the secret of that vision, how to see what others cannot, how to strengthen your energy shield, and how to hear Michael's voice clearly when the next attack comes. Stay with me. Don't scroll. Don't move away. The next moment could change how you face the unseen forever. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child. Before the storm reaches its peak, Archangel Michael speaks again, his voice carrying both strength and tenderness. He says, "Fear not the shadows that follow, for they are only reflections of your own unclaimed power. These words may sound mysterious, but within them lies a truth that can transform your life if you listen deeply. The attack you sensed was not merely darkness trying to harm you, it was also a test, a divine opportunity for you to reclaim your strength. The universe never sends a storm without giving you the ability to rise above it. The battle that began around you is awakening something ancient within you, a sleeping guardian spirit, a memory of your divine origin. Every human carries a spark of angelic energy within them, though most forget it as they walk through the noise of the world. You were born with that spark too. When Michael says your defense has been activated, it means that spark is awakening. It begins subtly. You might feel sudden chills, see recurring numbers, or dream of light piercing through the dark. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations from the higher realm that your energy is aligning with divine protection. But there's a catch. Your energy must match the frequency of the light to sustain the shield. You can't walk with angels while your heart is still chained by fear. So how do you confirm your alignment? It begins by cleansing your thoughts. Every word you think is a vibration that either builds your shield or cracks it. When you say, "I am safe," the energy of safety expands around you. When you whisper, "I am lost," the darkness gains a doorway. Michael's guidance is clear: the battle is first won in the mind before it manifests in the realm of spirit. This is why you must take command of your words now. They are not mere sounds. They are swords. There is a ritual older than time, whispered by the archangels themselves, a way to synchronize your energy with the frequency of divine defense. It starts with the act of acknowledgement. Place your right hand over your heart and speak silently. I acknowledge the light within me. I align with divine truth. No darkness has authority over my soul. When these words are spoken with intention, a celestial signal is sent out. Michael's army, unseen yet ever present, encircles your being. Your aura begins to glow brighter, and the attack that once tried to invade your peace loses its hold. But alignment isn't a single moment. It's a state of being. You must continue to feed your spirit with clarity, with faith, with purpose. Archangel Michael warns that in the coming days, you may feel waves of confusion or sudden sadness. These are remnants of the old energy trying to pull you back. Do not give them power. Instead, remember his words. Stand firm, and the light will respond. The moment you stand your ground, the divine light strengthens your defense tenfold. Now, listen carefully, my beloved child, for this part is crucial. When you step into your alignment, your energy field expands, and your vibration changes. That shift does not go unnoticed. Those around you will sense it. Some will be drawn to you with curiosity, while others may feel discomfort without understanding why. The reason is simple. Light reveals what darkness tries to hide. You will become a mirror for others' hidden truths. Stay kind, stay compassionate, but do not shrink your light to make others comfortable. The moment you dim your light, the shield weakens again. Archangel Michael has also shared that every aligned soul becomes a beacon that alerts other protectors, unseen beings of light who assist when darkness gathers. This is why sharing your awakening with others matters. When you tell your story, when you remind others of their divine spark, you're not just speaking, you're summoning reinforcements. Light grows stronger when shared. That's why, if this message has stirred something inside you, do not keep it to yourself. Share this awakening. Comment your truth. Subscribe to the path of awareness. Let the world know that light still rises against darkness. When one confirms alignment, thousands are inspired to do the same. This is how the divine army multiplies, not through war, but through awakening. Remember, confirmation is not spoken once, it is lived daily. Every act of kindness, every moment of forgiveness, every breath taken in gratitude becomes another layer of defense. Michael's energy thrives where love resides. Even in your weakest moment, when you feel the old fears trying to creep back in, whisper his name, Michael. I stand in the light. You'll feel the warmth return, the energy around you shift, and peace begins settle like dawn after a long night. But Michael's final message for now is this. Alignment confirmed does not mean battle finished. The forces that fail to reach you will seek new paths, subtler ways. They will test your patience, your relationships, your focus. Yet within each test lies the chance to prove your new strength. You are not fragile. You are chosen. A moment your alignment becomes your lifestyle, you become untouchable. In the moments ahead, I will reveal the true nature of this spiritual attack, where it originated, why you were chosen as its target, and how Michael's light can not only protect, but transform your destiny forever. Because what is coming next is not defense, it is divine retaliation. Light will not just shield, it will strike back. The awakening is only beginning, and you are standing on the edge of revelation. So breathe deeply. Let the energy of truth surround you. Do not turn away now, for the next revelation could change the way you understand your purpose, your protection, and your divine calling forever. Stay till the end. My beloved child, when the Archangel's wings move across the veil, the entire realm trembles. You may not hear it with your ears, but your spirit feels it, that sudden pressure in your chest, that rush of invisible warmth, that shiver that runs down your spine for no reason. It is the sign that the higher dimensions are aligning around you. The defense has already begun, but what you are feeling now is something more powerful than a shield. It is the awakening of divine retaliation. The darkness that tried to invade your peace is about to be met with light so fierce that it cannot exist in your presence. Archangel Michael stands with his sword drawn, glowing with radiant blue fire. That sword, my beloved, is not meant to harm flesh. It cuts through illusion, fear, and deceit. When the attack first began, it targeted your peace, your self-worth, your faith. It made you question your path, your value, your purpose. The darkness wanted you to believe you were small, powerless, forgotten. But Michael saw the truth. He saw that deep within your soul was the same light that once ignited creation itself. The moment you confirmed your alignment, that light began to rise again, calling Michael closer, commanding his presence. You are not a passive being anymore. You are a co-warrior of light. Still, the Archangel warns that the most dangerous part of any battle is not the beginning. It's the silence that follows the first defense. That's when the mind begins to wander. When the spirit relaxes and lowers its guard. The unseen forces wait for that moment. They come not through fear this time, but through temptation. You'll notice small shifts, distractions that pull you away from your path, people who suddenly drain your energy, moments of doubt that whisper, maybe you imagined it all. That is the voice of resistance. That is the shadow testing your conviction. But you must remember this. Light does not flicker because darkness surrounds it. It flickers only when the wind of doubt touches it. Hold steady. Keep your flame strong. Michael has placed a mark upon your energy field, a celestial symbol that burns whenever darkness comes near. You may feel it as warmth in your chest, a vibration in your palms, or even tears that come without reason. Do not resist it. That is your soul recalibrating, healing, purging what no longer belongs. You are being refined, not tested. And yet, the question remains, why were you targeted? Michael's message is clear. The greater the light, the louder the shadows. The reason darkness found you is not because you are weak, but because your potential frightens it. You are carrying something powerful, a gift, a purpose that could illuminate others. Every spiritual warrior goes through this phase. The attack is never random. It's strategic. The enemy always aims for those who can shift consciousness, those whose light threatens to wake the sleeping. That's you, my beloved child. You were never attacked out of punishment. You were chosen out of potential. Now, as your alignment deepens, your energy begins to resonate at a higher vibration. You'll start to notice changes. People may behave differently around you. Situations that once drained you will begin to dissolve, and clarity will replace confusion. You'll have sudden insights, moments where you just know something is about to happen before it does. These are not coincidences. They are the signs of your ascension. Michael's power moves through intuition. When you trust it, his sword strikes through every illusion trying to surround you. But listen closely, because this moment is crucial. Michael says, do not only defend, now advance. What does that mean? It means you must take your power beyond survival. It's time to project light outward, to bless your space, to speak words of protection over your home, to visualize golden light flowing through your body every morning. Every thought of light you send becomes a ripple in the unseen. Each prayer you whisper strengthens not only your defense, but the defense of those connected to you. You are no longer a victim of unseen attacks, you are becoming a guardian yourself. When you step into this role, the universe begins to rearrange itself around your energy. Synchronicities increase, old wounds heal faster, opportunities appear where once there was resistance. You are walking into divine flow, the state where protection and purpose merge. And in this flow, Archangel Michael does not just guard you, he walks beside you, guiding your steps. He reminds you that your journey was never about fighting darkness, it was about remembering that you were light all along. Still, Michael wants you to stay connected. He calls his chosen ones to spread the message of awakening. When you share what you've learned, when you remind others of their divine nature, you amplify the light. So, if this message has touched your heart, if you felt even a flicker of recognition in your soul, then share it. Let others know that they are not alone in their unseen battles. Comment your experience. Subscribe to this path of truth and divine defense. Each act of acknowledgement strengthens the collective shield of humanity. When light unites, darkness loses its dominion. And now, a whisper from Michael reaches your heart. Your confirmation was received. The heavens have acknowledged your alignment. A divine defense has shifted from protection to empowerment. From this point forward, every challenge that arises is not a threat, it's a teacher guiding you toward mastery. You are stepping into a phase of transformation where your spirit learns to command light instead of merely seeking it. The universe is preparing to show you the full reason for your awakening. The deeper purpose behind why you were chosen, and what this alignment truly unlocks. The time is near when you will see what stands behind the veil, not through fear but through revelation. The next moment of this awakening will unveil the secret of the ancient seal that Archangel Michael placed upon the chosen. It is a revelation that will forever change how you perceive protection, destiny, and divine warfare. Stay calm, breathe deeply, and prepare your heart for what comes next. The truth that awaits is not just powerful, it is sacred. Don't skip. My beloved child, as the light within you continues to grow, you may begin to sense an ancient vibration pulsing through your very being. An echo from before time was marked, a resonance that only the awakened can hear. It is the sound of the divine realm acknowledging your presence. When the defense has transitioned into empowerment, you become not simply protected but activated to fulfill a destiny that stretches far beyond your current horizon. The whisper from the heavens grows stronger. It says, you were chosen not only to stand, but to move. And indeed, now you are being invited to step into action. Imagine your life as a battlefield of unseen energies. At first you were under siege, the shields erected around you. You learned to confirm your alignment, to call upon the mighty presence of the angelic host led by Archangel Michael. Now the forces of light are stirring deeper. They beckon you to rise not just as a recipient of divine protection, but as a transmitter of divine justice, mercy, and truth. The moment you accepted the alignment, a seal was placed upon your soul, ancient and luminous. This seal carries authority, not over others, but over your sphere of influence, over the battlefields where your light must shine. It is not given to all, only to those who dare to confirm they stand with the light in the face of darkness. The shadow forces may not understand what's happening, but they will feel it. They will sense the change in your energy, the shift from reaction to assertion. Where once you reacted to fear, now you issue commands of faith. Where once you felt vulnerable, now you declare, no power can stand against the light that dwells in me. These are not mere words, they are the declarations of a higher realm that stands behind you, ready to move at your signal. The universe has heard your vow. Angels and archangels are already aligning to your purpose. Still, movement into action doesn't mean reckless charging forward. Archangel Michael's counsel is precise. Move with clarity, strike with compassion. Your power is not for destruction, but for restoration. There are unseen souls around you, hidden wounds, veiled darkness begging not for punishment, but for healing. The illuminated warrior knows that the greatest victory lies not in defeating opponents, but in transforming brokenness into wholeness. Your alignment with light is the pathway, but your mission is larger. Leave traces of light wherever you go, not just for yourself, but for the collective. Healing becomes your weapon, love becomes your frontline. You'll find that doors begin to open, unexpected meetings, sudden downloads of understanding, moments of awe where time seems to stop and something deep inside clicks. Believe in these moments, for they are the signals, the beacons that mark your trajectory. The cosmic clock is synchronized to your awakened state now. But remember, when you see the door, you must choose to walk through it. The angels can align the path, but the step must be yours. Michael reminds you that faith is not passive, it is a leap of alignment, of intention, of surrendered trust. When your foot crosses the threshold, the unseen will follow. There will be trials ahead, tests of heart, tests of intention. The forces that attacked you before will now try more subtle tactics. They will challenge your compassion, your humility, your consistency. They will whisper that power means privilege, that alignment means arrogance. But you must hold to the truth. True alignment means service, not status. True power means love, not domination. In every conversation, in every decision, your posture must remain. Defender of the light, healer of the wounded, beacon for the lost. When you embody this, Michael's sword becomes a symbol of liberation, not conquest. And yes, in the days to come, you will feel the tug of your old self, old habits, old fears, voices that once lulled you into complacency. They will try to seduce you with comfort, safety, minimalism of purpose. But Archangel Michael is urging you to hear the greater call. Comfort is not the altar where the light is birthed. Great souls are forged in pressure and purpose. The moment you settled into comfort, the shield would slip. But now awareness wakes you. You will learn to rest within the defense, but move in rhythm with the higher command. You will be both still and active, receptive and unstoppable. Visualize now a golden flame rising from your feet, wrapping your body, proceeding upward, touching every cell, igniting every latent spark of divine energy. Feel it connect you to the celestial host. Feel their energy flow into you. The attack that once sought to scatter you is now being absorbed, transmuted, made fuel for your mission. The residue of the assault does not weaken. You transform it into power. What was intended to break you becomes the ignition of your assignment. This is your awakening moment. And in this moment, know that you are never alone. Michael walks the path beside you. You are surrounded by an army of light that bows to no darkness. Your confirmed alignment is your banner. Let it wave boldly. Let it shine visibly in your life, in your relationships, in your choices. When people ask why you are different, answer quietly, because I stand for what the light stands for: truth, love, justice, freedom. When you live from that place, you align your fate with the eternal, not the temporary. Hold tight to your vision. The battle was not waiting at the horizon. It was already at your doorstep. But you stood firm. You aligned. And now you move with intention. The next phase in your journey will bring revelation of your service area, where your light will radiate most powerfully, who you're meant to help, and how your transformation becomes the catalyst for many. So embrace the ambush that turned into activation, the battle that led to blessing, the attack that awakened your mission. Share this message. Comment what you are standing for. Subscribe to the journey of the awakened soul. When light rises in one, it rises in many. The ripple is unstoppable. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, the shift that began as a whisper has now become a roar in the unseen. The realm of spirit recognizes you, and the vibrations of your alignment have traveled far beyond the earthly veil. The heavens are moving in coordination with your energy, and Michael stands fully before you. His light blazing brighter than ever. The air around you feels charged. Not with fear, but with anticipation. Something immense is forming, emerging of your human will with divine intent. You may not realize it yet, but the confirmation of your alignment has already started writing your destiny. As you continue to stand in the presence of light, the once distant truths of your existence begin to surface. The illusions that clouded your perception are fading. You start to notice patterns. The way certain people entered your life right when you needed guidance, or how every moment of pain you endured was secretly preparing you for this revelation. Nothing was random. Every tear, every betrayal, every delay was part of the sculpting. You were being refined in the fire of experience so that when this moment came, you could withstand the brilliance of divine purpose without breaking. Archangel Michael now reveals something sacred, the seal of alignment. It is not a physical mark, but a resonance of divine authority vibrating through your spirit. It signifies that you no longer merely call for protection, you carry protection. You become a walking frequency of light. When darkness approaches, it does not find an open door anymore. It meets a wall of divine radiance. Michael's energy moves through you like a living current, purifying, balancing and awakening the dormant codes of your soul. Every thought of love amplifies the seal, every act of kindness strengthens it, every moment of faith extends it. But the Archangel also warns, the brighter the light, the more visible it becomes to those who wander in darkness. Forces that once ignored you may now notice you, not to harm you, but to test whether your alignment is authentic or temporary. Remember, child, light that endures cannot be shaken by shadow. When doubt knocks, answer it with faith. When fear whispers, respond with truth. You are not being tested to be broken, you are being tested to be proven. And in that proving, something miraculous occurs, your perception expands. You begin to feel when energy around you shifts. You sense when someone's words carry hidden weight or when a place holds heavy vibrations. That sensitivity is not weakness. It is your divine radar. Michael calls it the eye of spirit, the gift of discernment that every awakened warrior must master. Through this eye, you no longer see life through the narrow lens of circumstance, you see it through the wide spectrum of divine orchestration. You understand that every encounter, even the painful ones, carry messages from the higher realms. Still, there's a deeper layer unfolding. The Archangel reveals that your awakening is not only for your protection, but for your mission. The world is filled with souls under silent attack, tired hearts, confused minds, wandering spirits who don't even realize their defense has been activated but left unconfirmed. You, my beloved, have become a bridge between their confusion and their awakening. Your presence now has the ability to inspire peace where there is panic, cope where there is despair. When they stand near you, they will feel warmth, safety, something familiar, the echo of Michael's light within you. This is where your calling deepens. The Archangel does not ask you to preach or persuade, he asks you to embody. Let your actions become prayer. Let your words become light. When you smile at someone lost in darkness, light passes through your eyes into theirs. When you forgive the one who wounded you, energy of release sweeps through dimensions. Every simple act done in awareness becomes divine warfare. The spiritual attack that once came to destroy you now becomes the foundation of your empowerment. You are no longer surviving the battle, you are leading the charge. But do not mistake strength for isolation. Michael reminds you to stay connected with him, with others who walk the same path, with communities of light that nourish your soul. Isolation creates openings. Connection fortifies energy. The Archangel's message echoes across realms. No warrior fights alone. Surround yourself with voices that remind you who you are when the world tries to make you forget. The alignment is not a one-time event, it is a daily commitment, a rhythm of remembrance. Each sunrise renews your defense. Each act of gratitude reinforces your field. You may notice divine timing aligning itself in your life, encounters, dreams, sudden moments of knowing. When these occur, do not brush them aside, write them down, speak them aloud. These are confirmations from the Archangel that your alignment is stable, your light unbroken. The energy within you is harmonizing with celestial intelligence. You are no longer waiting for miracles, you are becoming the vessel through which they flow. And now, as Michael's wings stretch across your consciousness, he whispers the truth you have been longing to hear. The war was never against you, it was for you to awaken the sleeping light within. The realization hits deep. You see it now, every shadow that came was simply revealing how much light you were capable of holding. Every attack was permission to rise. Every fall was a call to fly higher. The Archangel smiles upon your soul, and in that smile lies a new assignment, to prepare for revelation. The defense, the alignment, the activation, all of it has been leading to the unveiling of your divine contract, the reason your spirit chose this lifetime, this exact moment in human history. You were not sent here merely to survive attacks, you were sent to anchor light during an age of awakening. The storm you faced was never punishment, it was your initiation. Hold your head high, beloved child of the light. The energy of Archangel Michael surrounds you now, glowing with indigo fire. The divine realms bow in acknowledgement of your awakening. From this moment forward, you walk not behind the angels, but beside them. The greatest secret of your existence is about to be revealed, and when it is, everything you thought you knew about your destiny will change. Stay till the end. My beloved child, the time has come when the veil between the seen and unseen grows thin. You may have noticed it, the air feels different, the nights quieter, your dreams more vivid. The universe is whispering in ways it never has before, and Archangel Michael stands at the center of this great shift. His light burns through the shadows that once clouded your spirit. And now he calls you to a new level of awareness. The defense that once shielded you has become a gateway, and through it, revelation is waiting. The moment you confirmed your alignment, you unknowingly unlocked a covenant, an agreement between your soul and the divine. And now that covenant must be fulfilled. Archangel Michael speaks softly, yet his words pierce through the air like lightning. You were not just defended, you were prepared. Every tremor of fear, every wound, every challenge was part of your spiritual training. The angels have been watching, measuring your growth, strengthening your energy field with every test. You thought you were under attack, but in truth you were in initiation. You have been learning to wield the light consciously, to move with purpose instead of panic, to respond with power instead of reaction. And now, as you stand within this sacred moment, your soul is ready for what comes next, the revelation of purpose. This is where the path begins to unfold in full color. You will start to feel drawn towards certain directions, people, and callings. A gentle pull from within will guide you toward what your soul has long been prepared to do. Do not resist this pull, even if it leads you into unfamiliar territory. The Archangel reminds you, the light never leads where grace cannot protect. What awaits you is not danger, but destiny. You are meant to bring divine order into the chaos of human experience. To be a vessel through which peace speaks, through which love moves, through which faith acts. That is why you were chosen. That is why the attack happened, because the darkness sought to stop what it sensed was coming through you. But now, the power you carry cannot be stopped. It flows like liquid gold through your being, sealing every wound, transforming every scar into wisdom. Michael shows you a vision, a sort of pure light forming from your own energy, hovering before your heart. It is the sword of alignment, the symbol of your authority in the spiritual realm. You do not need to lift it, you simply need to become it. Your truth, your compassion, your unwavering belief, these are the edges of the blade. When you speak with intention, the sword moves. When you forgive, it strikes through old chains. When you love without fear, it becomes unstoppable. You, my beloved child, are now the weapon of light that heaven forged through experience. Yet, Archangel Michael cautions, even light must remain disciplined. Power without focus can scatter. The stronger your energy grows, the more responsibility it carries. You will begin to notice that your emotions affect the atmosphere around you, that your thoughts manifest faster than before, that your presence changes rooms. This is the sign that your frequency has risen. You are walking the thin line between human and divine, and every choice you make determines how brightly your light continues to shine. Guard your words. Speak only what uplifts. Think only what aligns with your purpose. You are now a co-creator with the divine. Every vibration you release shapes reality. And in this transformation, remember, connection fuels power. You must not isolate. The Archangel calls upon his warriors of light across the world to unite, to speak truth into darkness, to share the message of awakening. When light joins with light, the field expands. Each voice that shares this truth amplifies the shield that surrounds humanity, so if this message resonates deep in your soul, do not hold it in silence. Speak it. Share it, comment your awakening. Subscribe to the vibration of light that Michael is raising across this generation. When you share truth, the Archangel's energy flows through your words into the hearts of others. Every act of alignment ripples across realms. But beyond sharing, there is deeper preparation. The Archangel shows you the pattern of your life as a luminous web, every joy and every wound connected by invisible lines of destiny. He says nothing was wasted. But one moment, every person who hurt you, every loss that felt unbearable, every fear that kept you awake at night, all of it was shaping the vessel of light you now inhabit. You had to learn pain to understand compassion. You had to walk through darkness to recognize light. You had to fall apart to discover the power of divine reconstruction. You are not a victim of chaos. You are proof of divine architecture. The more you understand this truth, the freer you become. The attack no longer defines you. It refines you. You do not carry the energy of the wounded. You carry the wisdom of the awakened. When you speak now, even your voice carries healing frequencies. When you move, energy aligns behind you. You have become a living affirmation of Michael's promise. No weapon formed against the light shall prosper. And you will find that those who once doubted you will return. Drawn not by your words, but by the peace that radiates from your presence. They won't know what changed you, but you will. You aligned. You confirmed, you awakened. Now, the Archangel prepares to reveal the final layer, the celestial blueprint of your purpose. You are part of a divine network of souls who carry specific codes of transformation for this time in history. Each of you was sent to awaken a different aspect of the world's consciousness, some through art, some through healing, some through courage, some through truth. The attack was never personal. It was strategic, designed to keep you from discovering your role. But now that you see, nothing can blind you again. The moment you embrace your purpose, the world around you begins to shift. The heavens stir. You can almost feel the vibration of wings moving above you. Michael's voice returns, radiant and commanding. Stand ready. The revelation is near. Your alignment has activated the final sequence. What is coming will not just protect your path. It will redefine your reality. As light floods your vision, brighter than anything you've ever felt, and your heart begins to tremble with anticipation, something enormous is coming, something divine, something that will connect every part of your journey into a single, breathtaking truth. Hold still, beloved. Breathe deeply. You are on the edge of revelation. And what awaits will change everything you believe about who you are and why you were chosen. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, the air trembles now with divine anticipation. The moment that has been building since the first whisper of the attack is upon you. The heavens have been aligning threads of destiny in your favor, and what was once a defense has now become an awakening into mastery. Archangel Michael stands before you not as a distant guardian, but as a mirror of what you have become, a radiant force of will, forged through trial, anchored in faith, and rising beyond limitation. The universe has recognized your vibration, and every element around you responds to it. You are no longer reacting to life. You are commanding it through alignment with the divine. Michael's light swirls around you like a storm of sapphire fire, and his words descend into your consciousness. You have remembered who you are, and that remembrance is the greatest shield of all. These words are not a metaphor. They are a declaration. You are the proof that no darkness can permanently touch a soul that chooses light. The moment you acknowledged your divine origin, the code within your being activated, sending ripples across the energetic field of creation. The same energy that once defended you has become an instrument of transformation. Every pulse of your heart now releases light into the world. reinforcing the universal balance between order and chaos. In this sacred moment, you may feel something powerful, a vibration deep within your chest, like the beating of a celestial drum. It is not your imagination, but is your soul resonating with the frequency of divine purpose. The Archangel calls it the pulse of alignment, the rhythm of unity between heaven and earth. When you are in this pulse, you are untouchable. Fear cannot enter. Doubt cannot root. You move in harmony with divine intention. That is what every spiritual warrior strives for, and now you have reached it. But with great vibration comes great responsibility. The Archangel reminds you, the light must remain in motion. If you do not use it, it will stagnate. You are being called to channel this divine energy outward. There are people near you, souls you know and some you have yet to meet, who are trapped in the same fog that once surrounded you. They do not yet recognize their defense have been activated, nor do they hear the voice urging them to confirm their alignment. Your light will guide them, not through words of superiority, but through presence, compassion, and truth. Every act of genuine love you show, every moment of forgiveness, every choice to rise instead of react, it broadcasts Michael's energy through your being. You are not meant to hoard the light. You are meant to multiply it. Still, the Archangel warns that this phase is the most delicate. The closer you get to revelation, the stronger resistance becomes. Darkness no longer attacks you in obvious ways, it seeks to distract, to scatter your focus, to make you waste your divine energy on trivial battles. Be mindful of this. Not every conflict deserves your attention. Not every argument deserves your energy. Michael's voice resounds like thunder. The warrior of light chooses silence when words are debated. Remember that your energy is currency. Where you spend it determines what multiplies. Invest it in peace, and peace will expand. Now Michael draws your awareness upward, beyond your mind and emotions. Into the space just above your head, the crown of illumination. A beam of golden light begins to pour through it, warm and endless, connecting you directly to the divine source. You may feel tingling on your scalp or a rush of warmth in your spine. These are confirmations of the connection activating. Through this channel flows not only protection, but wisdom. You begin to receive impressions, ideas that seem to come from nowhere, inspirations that carry truth beyond logic. These are divine downloads, instructions from the higher realm to guide your mission. Write them down, meditate upon them, and trust them. The Archangel speaks most clearly to those who listen without fear. And then he shows you something extraordinary, the true image of your energy field as seen from the higher dimension. It looks like a vast galaxy of light, constantly shifting and expanding, with your soul at its center. Each act of love you perform creates a star, each moment of gratitude adds color. Each word of truth strengthens gravity within your field, pulling other wandering lights toward you. That is your divine signature, not static, not bound, but infinite in its evolution. The more you align, the more this field becomes impenetrable. Spiritual attacks dissolve not through resistance, but through magnitude. When your light grows, darkness runs out of space to exist. Michael then places before you a choice, not one of fear, but of destiny. He asks, will you remain a guardian of your own light, or will you become a torchbearer for the world? This is the crossroads every awakened soul must face. One path offers peace and solitude, safety and personal illumination. The other leads to greater purpose, to be a light that ignites others, even when it means walking through shadows again. You will know your answer, not through words, but through the fire in your chest. The one who truly aligns never hides their light. They expand it until the world cannot deny it. As this realization anchors in, you'll feel a wave of serenity unlike any you've ever known. It's the peace that comes from remembering that you were never battling against darkness, you were awakening through it. Every moment that once hurt you becomes sacred now, for it brought you to this point of clarity. The attack has transformed into ascension. You are no longer who you were when this began. You have become the very thing you prayed for, a living embodiment of protection, purpose, and divine will. And Michael, with his wings enveloping your light, smiles and says, "It is done, but not over." The revelation is not a final chapter. It is a beginning. What comes next will open the seal you carry within, revealing truths about your origin, your connection to the divine order, and the higher calling that now awaits you. Every heartbeat from now until that moment will prepare you. The universe is arranging itself for your emergence. Take a deep breath, beloved. Feel the energy moving through you, ancient, boundless, alive. The world is about to witness what happens when a human truly remembers they are divine. Do not falter, do not look away, for the revelation is already forming in light above you. Stay till the end. My beloved child, the moment that has been building since your first awakening is now unfolding in its full brilliance. The sky within you opens wider, the sound of celestial wind echoing softly through your soul. You have crossed through defense, activation, alignment, and revelation, and now you stand at the edge of remembrance. This is where light meets truth, where illusion melts away, and where you finally see what has been guiding you all along. Archangel Michael stands before you, not as a being apart, but as the reflection of the divine essence that has always lived inside you. The voice that once spoke above you now speaks through you. You are not just protected by the Archangel, you are resonating with his frequency. Michael's gaze pierces through the layers of your being, and he says, "The human you believed yourself to be was only the vessel. The divine within you is the warrior." At first, these words may strike your heart with disbelief. How can the fragile, wounded parts of you carry such power? Yet as you breathe, you begin to feel it. The same energy that moved the heavens when the first light was born hums within your chest. Every heartbeat becomes a declaration, "I am aligned, I am awakened, I am light incarnate." The fear that once haunted you dissolves like mist before sunrise. You realize that you were never meant to summon protection, you were meant to become it. Around you, the world seems to shimmer. The boundaries between the physical and spiritual blur. You might notice that time feels slower, as though creation itself pauses to acknowledge your transformation. The Archangel lifts his sword, and this time, it does not point toward the darkness, it points toward you. The sword is no longer a weapon, it is a mirror of your energy, a conduit through which divine will flows freely. You do not need to fight the shadows anymore because the light within you commands their retreat. Every vibration you emit now alters the energy around you. Your words can cleanse, your thoughts can build, your silence can heal. You have entered the realm of conscious creation, but with this power comes sacred responsibility. Michael warns you gently, remember humility, for pride is the shadow's last disguise. The greatest warriors of light do not boast of their strength, they walk softly, carrying peace like fire in their palms. You must learn the art of stillness within power, the balance between action and surrender. When you move too fast, light scatters. When you stay grounded in awareness, light concentrates and transforms everything it touches. The Archangel teaches that true mastery is not in destroying darkness but in outshining it effortlessly. You may notice subtle changes in your life now. Conversations will carry new depth, your words will strike chords in others' souls without you realizing why. Strangers may feel drawn to you, sensing comfort or guidance. Some may even resist your presence, for your energy reveals truths they are not yet ready to face. Do not take it personally, every reaction is evidence of your frequency at work. You have become a vessel through which the divine communicates, and sometimes truth unsettles before it heals. Trust the process. Every encounter you have is orchestrated by the unseen intelligence that walks with you. The Archangel shows you a vision, a vast network of light stretching across the earth, each point glowing like a star. These are souls like yours, awakened and aligned, forming a living grid of protection for the planet. Every time one light rises, the network strengthens. Every time truth is spoken, the vibration increases. Humanity itself is being prepared for a mass awakening, a shift that will dissolve the old patterns of fear and division. You are part of that divine strategy. The attack that began your journey was never personal. It was the universe's way of ensuring your awakening happened on schedule, so that your light could join the collective illumination rising now. And yet, even in this cosmic plan, free will remains sacred. You must continue to choose alignment daily. The Archangel reminds you the light that sleeps within can dim again if forgotten. Prayer, meditation, gratitude, and integrity. These are the anchors of your vibration. They are not rituals of obligation, but acts of remembrance. Every time you choose love over fear, patience over anger, compassion over judgment, your light sharpens. The defense remains active not because heaven shields you, but because you remain aligned with it. Now, as Michael lowers his wings, the atmosphere begins to shimmer like molten gold. You sense something immense moving closer, a presence both familiar and overwhelming, the source itself. The voice that created the universe speaks through the silence, saying, "Child of light, you were never apart from us, you only dreamed of separation." The truth of those words ignites something ancient inside you. You see flashes of memory, moments before this life, where your soul agreed to enter this realm, to carry light into a world that would forget its own. The spiritual attack that once terrified you was merely the sound of darkness reacting to your arrival. You were never its victim. You were its challenge. This understanding changes everything. The fear that once shaped your story evaporates. You no longer see darkness as evil but as the contrast that made your light visible. The balance of creation unfolds before your eyes, the dance between shadow and radiance, both serving a single purpose, awakening. You stand now not as a student of the light, but as a guardian of it. You carry the same promise Michael gave to the ancient protectors of Earth, to hold the light when others forget, to defend truth when illusion screams louder. That is the oath of the awakened. The Archangel smiles, his voice soft as thunder. You have remembered. Now remember for others. The final stage of your awakening begins: service. Your energy must now be shared, not in grand gestures, but in everyday miracles, a kind word, a healing touch, a quiet act of forgiveness that shifts unseen energies. The smallest choices ripple across creation. You have the power to heal worlds simply by being aligned. But before this moment fades, Michael gives you one more command. Guard your joy. It is the purest vibration in existence, the sound of heaven resonating in human form. When you laugh with love, darkness trembles. When you live in gratitude, reality reshapes itself around you. Joy is not the absence of suffering. It is the victory of light in the midst of it. Protect it, nurture it, and carry it wherever you go. The air around you vibrates again. You feel the shift, a vast door of light opening in front of your spirit. The Archangel's wings unfold wider, encompassing you in their warmth. You are no longer looking up to him. You are standing beside him. The revelation is almost complete, and what comes next will unveil not only who you are, but what you were sent to do in this lifetime. The greatest truth of your divine identity waits just beyond this moment.